When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Dropping back, it's Huff. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's picked up 49 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Stanford quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense in a split backfield. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Commodores moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Team's putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Stanford! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Bettis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking for a gap. It's Burr. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Huff. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Commodores want to move quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Offense in a bunch formation. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy! Great job by the back on the option.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Madden. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. This time it's complete. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Burrow. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burr. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. Are forced to settle for 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Huff. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking for a man. It's Huff. He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Fires to the tight end. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Magic. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Burr. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field.
Timeout.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
A first down run in the red zone. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. To the air on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And no chance. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and they stop him and get the ball back. And the Commodores buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give to the lone running back. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Got his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Huff. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Commodores will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down will open up the final period. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter,
turning it on. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by a field goal over SMU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they'll pick up the first down. Mark it at the 47.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands.
Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And the Commodores are marching down the field. on the ground with the counter. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Huff. Right down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Into the end zone. Touchdown Doors!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Huff. They're setting up the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Give to the back. Nice move to keep running.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coach.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Huff. Fires to the right. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Here we go. Set.
To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to lock.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Trying to pound it in. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Stepping to the right. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.